So this next guy, some guys might notice, I don't know if any of you guys remember your factoring or have done factoring, but you would know ahead of time what's going to happen here. So here I get 16m squared plus 28 ma. Now this guy gets a turn, right? Minus 28 my. So then you're left with 16m squared. Notice how every piece of the answer is a square. Which makes sense because they come from something times itself. That's what a square is. 16 is 4 squared. 49 is 7 squared. M squared is M squared. Y squared is Y squared. So this is what's called a difference of squares. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but you see why creative math people, oh, look, squares and there's a minus. So we call it difference of squares. It's going to be a factoring form for later. And this guy, this is just straight up distribution, so it's really just, do you remember how to handle your exponents? So negative 7, so this goes to here, so negative 7 times 2, negative 14, h squared times h to the 4th is h to the, I hear an 8, that makes me sad. 6. How does it work? When you multiply bases, you add powers. 2 h's times 4 h's, you got 6 h's in a row. So then z times z squared is z cubed. Now you go this to there, negative 7, negative 5 is positive. Yeah. H squared times h to the third. Z times z5, z6. Kabam. Kabam.
I went ahead and then combined them into one.
Uh-oh, shit. So this can only go together with other h6z cubes. Do you see any more h6z cubes?
I just keep going.
I'm with you. That happens a lot. And I'm like, damn it. If they were just up there, it would have been fine. But now see this, I could do 8h6z cubed minus 5h6z cubed. I could do that. Because I got 8 of something minus 5 of the same thing. Here I got negative 14 of something plus 35 of something else entirely. Can't do anything with that. Now this one's interesting. Maybe this is the last one we'll do and I'll let you guys out of here. We'll do the rest next time. This one is a really easy one to make a mistake on. Let me just show you an example. What is 7 squared?
7.
Yeah. How many ways can I write 7? And I don't mean I could write it without the little mark in the middle. I mean, isn't 7 5 plus 2? So what must 5 plus 2 squared be? Frickin' 49, right? It has to be, because what's 5 plus 2? 7. So it's not equal to 25 plus 4. And I really, really want this to make sense. What are exponents based on? What operation are exponents based on? Right, exactly. So do they play well then with addition? No. They're not based on addition, so they don't play well with addition. This is where you have to write this twice and FOIL it. But in this case, I can just make 5 plus 2, 7 and do it that way. On the front, now watch. So I cannot just distribute that square to the A and to the 3B. Because powers aren't based on addition. They can't distribute across it. So how would I do 7 squared? How would I write that in what's called expanded form? It would just be like you said, 7 times 7. Okay, I do the same thing here. What's A plus 3B squared? A plus 3B times A plus 3B. And then you just distribute. Yep, A squared. Plus 3AB. I'll be squares, right? Sure as shooting, that's right. And then, of course, the middle terms. A squared plus 6AB plus 9B squared. Just to show you something, has everybody got that? I just want to show you this once. This is silly. You would never do what I'm about to do, but just to show you. Foiling would work for 5 plus 2 squared. Obviously, I don't have to. Why did I have to FOIL here? Because I don't know what a plus 3b is. Here, I don't have to, but real quick, wouldn't this be 25 plus 10 plus 10 plus 4? 25, 35, 45, 49. Of course. Because distributing is an accepted thing that numbers do. So it works for variables also, because variables are numbers that I don't know. Maybe. Alright. That's plenty for today. Let me get to the top of this on recording, since I missed it earlier. Just email me as a reminder when you're going to be out. And you got the videos if you have time, you can catch up. You can email me, ask for handouts if I don't understand. Touch with me when you can. Are you doing that test at 10? Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. Try to knock it out, give you what I can, and
Yeah.
stay. Just sometimes life explodes.
Totally understand, trust me.
Yeah.
I understand. So hope all goes well. Just stay in touch when you can.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If we were to replace, like, with HZ, a number, like, replace H with 1, it would count for the other one as 1, right?
Yeah, if I wanted to evaluate this expression
Right.
for a value of h equal to 1, then I'd have to go in for every h. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. So then why can't you combine these? If they're going to be the same number in the end anyways?
No.
You know?
2 to the 6th power is not 2 to the 3rd power, for example. H has to be any number. So if it was 1, these would be the same, of course. That's the only, or 0, they would be the same.
Right.
But for 2, this is 64 and that's 8.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that's the key.
Right.
It has to be the same for every number. That's why it's got to be the same variable and the same exact exponents on each variable.
Right.
Good,
Okay.
you're good.
One more thing.
Sure.
Multiplication is just repeated addition, isn't it?
Yes.
Then why doesn't multiplication and addition go together?
No, they totally do. All day, all day long.
Where was, we had one that we said because, that square, this.
All right, now be careful. That is not, this is based on multiplication.
Right.
It is not multiplication. It's not multiplication.
Right.
Cube is not multiplication. Cube means multiply the thing it's on by itself 3 times, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean times 3 or something.
Yeah.
So what you're saying really is exactly what already happens. I can do this all day because multiplication is based on addition, so this just distributes, no problem. I could do this all day because exponents are based on multiplication. I can just distribute, no problem.
Right.
Cool. Yeah.
No,
But the minute I put a plus sign here,
it's
the whole thing goes to shit. Then it doesn't play well.
right. So it's not really a number in a sense, as it is kind of a.
Oh, yeah, there is no 3 in this. There is no 3 here.
Yeah. Okay.
There are 3 of these.
Yes.
Whereas there is a 3 here, for sure. But you can also look at this as there are 3 of these. So it's repeated addition, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I like it. I like it.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Sure.
I'll see you.
All right, man.
Appreciation. Yeah. So this class is good. I got a 98 in this class. All religions is killing me in a 92. Everybody's like, that's a good grade. I'm like, no, it isn't. It's overachievers, huh?
I like them better than my.
You got a 30? Well, that's all right.
No, it's not all right.
I know.
No,
I've got plenty of
I
those.
get a B and I'm frantic.
Good. I like.
Well, no, because I want to transfer and I'm old, so I gotta have a lot to offer. So I want to make all these other people. I got a 4.9. That's not bad. I mean a 3.9.
I was gonna say, holy crap.
No, that's
4.9.
no 3.9. I got one
Alright.
B.
Yeah, mine's
That
really
teacher-
low from when I first started. Like,
You know, I'm lucky starting older. You come in with a whole different attitude, and school's not nearly as hard as people think it is. No, it's really not.
Trust me.
No, I was petrified coming back at 48 years old. I was petrified to go to school.
Yeah,
And
because
my
you remember
first
what it was like.
Yeah.
When you're young, and then you're like, holy crap.
It's not near as hard as I thought it
I was
was.
just young.
Yeah, exactly, because
I
it's
just
so
had wrong expectations.
Yeah,
it's really easier now than it was 15 years ago.
yeah, you know. So I think coming back older was an advantage for me. But it was scary though, like coming in and seeing all these young people. Like I have kids older than half of these people, you know?
I'm glad I did my own little check.
Just checking, like I have kids older than half my fellow students.